Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over how to dry your flowers using silica gel. The first half of the video, I'm going to deconstruct a flower arrangement that I have of fresh flowers. I'm going to go over where you trim the stems, how you place them into silica gel, and do that in real time, so it's a little bit slowed down for you. And then the second half of the video, I'm going to show you a time lapse of me deconstructing a bouquet from a couple weeks ago. And then I can show you what the flowers look like now that I've taken them out of the silica gel. So let's get started.
The supplies that you'll need are a storage container or Tupperware, a cup or scoop like this with a spouted lid to scoop up the silica gel, garden shears. You can also use scissors, but I prefer garden shears. And you need your fresh flowers that you will be preserving. I didn't have a bag to show you for this video, but here you can see that you can buy silica gel from Michael's. They often have coupons for you to be able to get a lower price on the 5-pound bag. You might need 1 or 2 bags depending on how much you're preserving, or you can go directly to the Activa website. They sell larger quantities. That's where I buy 25-pound boxes of silica gel. Now back to preserving our bouquet. So let's start working on this bouquet. First, you take a nice scoop of silica gel. I have mine sitting right off camera in a large bin, and I pour the silica gel into the bottom of the storage container. You want to make sure that you have a good amount in the bottom, maybe about a 1/2 inch to 1 inch. That way, when you place the flowers, that they don't fall over. Here, I have my first stem of purple Lysianthus. At first, I was going to lay it down on its side and leave a little bit of the stem, but I decided that I was going to go ahead and trim it right there at the base. With these flowers, you don't want to trim it too close because the petals will fall out. They have a long base there. You just want to make sure you're going right where the stem actually is, and then placing them face up into the silica gel. Now for roses, sorry, I trimmed it off of screen, but you just trim off any of those petals that are kind of starting to fall away. Make sure it looks nice and pretty. You want to get it close to the base again like that, nice and close, and then place it into the silica gel facing upwards. Now when you have a long stem floral like these purple stock, or if you have blue delphinium or any other longer floral like this, you can place it right in on its side and lay it down. Does not affect the structure of the flower. I'm gonna go ahead and speed up this video just a little bit until we get to the part where we're pouring silica, because it's just me clipping flowers and placing them for a little while. Okay, now that we have our flowers placed, we want to grab a big scoop of silica gel and just start gently pouring it around the flowers. You want the flowers to keep the same structure that they have when they are fully fresh, so you just gently place them around the flowers until they're slowly covered up. You want them to fill in each of the petals and just really make sure that you get everything down in there so that they can dry properly. I like to give the bin a good shake. As you see, the silica gel starts to settle down into the flowers, and that we actually have a good bit left to cover. It really fills in those petals, and we need to add more. Once I get that first layer of flowers fully covered, I start placing these flat laying floral on the second layer. This is where I also add all of the greenery that I want to save and use from the bouquet. I went back and grabbed more of the lavender because I just love that textural element and wanted to make sure that I had a lot of the flowers preserved in a wide variety from the bouquet. Now we grab more of that silica gel and just make sure that we cover up the rest of these floral and greenery so that everything gets fully covered. Now we give our bin another good shimmy and oop, a little piece popped back out. We'll stick that in, make sure it's covered, another good shimmy, put the lid on it and let it sit for 2 weeks. Now here's the bouquet that I did 2 weeks ago. I'm doing it only in time lapse, so you see me do it really fast, covering it with silica gel, adding the greenery, covering up the orchids and sealing the bins shut.
Now that last bouquet that we did in time lapse, I'm going to show you what the flowers look like coming out of silica gel. It's been 2 weeks since I put it in, and so I'm kind of going to go over that.
As you can see, the silica gel did its job and they are all vibrantly preserved. The orchids still have some silica gel on them, so before you place them into resin, just dust them off with a paintbrush or makeup brush and tip over your roses to make sure all the silica gel comes out of the petals. Each flower has a different drying time, but I knew to leave this bouquet in a little bit on the longer side because orchids take much longer to dry. You just want to really evaluate each flower and make sure that they are dry feeling. If they are still a little bit soft, that means there's moisture left.